Okay, now in the second tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to find these. What letter do you have all by itself? You have L. That is your base variable. Box it and circle the other side. Now, write your other equation, the 2L plus 2W equals 30. In the base variable, I replace, parenthesize it, but then empty your parentheses. Plus 2W equals 30. So in place of the L, we put 2W since L is equal to 2W. You got to put W behind the 2. You can't just put 2. Now, I know how you think rainbows, you think there's always 2. Well, not on this one. There's no plus or minus sign in the parentheses, okay? Like here. I don't see a plus or a minus within the 2W, so I just do one rainbow. I take 2 times 2W. Well, I know 2 times 2 is 4, and I just put W. Then I add that 2W. Then I equals 30. Now the W's are on the same side, so we add, and that's 6W equals 30. Divide by 6. And 30 divided by 6 is 5, okay? Because you can dot right there, and you don't really have anything to add or subtract. You go straight to division. Okay, so put a 5 above your W. Now to find your length, go into the circle out of the base equation, okay? We have our answer for W. So we replace the W with 5, and I take 2 times 5. L equals 2 times 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. L equals 10. Now 10 times 5 is 50. So 50 is the area. Okay, our next problem. Again, I got to find these. So the L is my base. Write the other equation. 2L plus 2W equals 70. So I replace the base variable. Don't forget to add 2W and equals 70. And I replace that with 3W. So I take 2 times 3W. Well, 2 times 3 is 6, and I would just put W behind the product. Then I add 2W, and I equal the equation to 70. So W's are on the same side, so I add, and that's 8W. Now dot and circle, and you go straight to your division because you don't have to add or minus. So 70 divided by 8 is going to be 8.75. That's a decimal. I'm not freaking out. Okay, so put 8.75 for your W. Now go into the base. L equals 3W. That means 3 times W, but we have our answer for W of 8.75. So L equals 3 times 8.75. 26.25. Now multiply those. I get 229.6875. That is the right answer, man. Okay. Rectangle's length is 4 times its width. Okay, so we already have the equation, so this is my base. Write the off base. 2L plus 2W equals 50. Okay, so the L is the base variable. Please replace it. We did some kind of like this before, and we can put 4W in there. So 2 times 4W, well, 2 times 4 is 8. Put a W behind your product, plus 2W equals 50. Now add your W's, you get 10W equals 50. You can go divide by 10, and 50 divided by 10 is 5. So W is 5. Find the length. We take 4 times 5, which is 20. 20 times 5 is 100. Okay, next one. Came up with the two equations, one for the perimeter, one with the length is twice its width. So there's my base. So write the other equation, 2L plus 2W equals 48. Replace your L. With 2W. So 2 times 2 is 4, we put W behind it, plus 2W equals 48. So I add, that'd be 6W equals 48. Then I divide by 6. And 48 divided by 6 is 8, so W's 8. Now I can find L. I know L equals 2 times W, and I have my answer for W. So 2 times 8 is 16. 16 times 8. It's a complicated little problem. 128. Okay. So again, I have my base variable. And I also have my 2L plus 2W equals 40. So I have my L. Now replace your L, because L was by itself, so you can put that 3W in it, not just 3 though. So 2 times 3W is 6W plus 2W equals 40. Now add those, you get 8W, and I divide by 8, and 40 divided by 8 is 5 even. So 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. So 15 multiplied by 5 is 75.